looking forward to this evening.
Immensely. I just heard the history of the building where the Lumiere brothers showed their first film, the first picture house in the UK.
I didn't know that either. So
Did I, but 5 minutes ago. Glad I could share that with you.
Thank you very much indeed. And you're here for a film called Lucid.
I am.
Tell us about that and why you wanted to be, what attracted you to the project, really.
It's an extraordinary story because it's I've heard of lucid dreaming. I've heard of its effects, but I've never tried it. I think I actually stumbled upon it once prior to reading the script. But fundamentally, it's about this very unique and highly effective practice of almost having a dress rehearsal on your life, and it's seeing yourself almost from a third-party perspective, whereby you can consciously dream, adjust your dreams and your behavior within it to meet your objectives. So people tend to address all sorts of issues in their lives in dream state, and then find that they end up either manifesting, I guess, organically or with a little force and application in waking state. Cut to the story of a young boy who has, some, let's say, social skill problems, a bit into issues, don't we all? And he stumbles upon a very curious neighbor who I play, who is a professor, who's quite adept in this practice, and teaches him to a little bit about self-confidence. It's a powerful film because it has so much so that my voice cracked when I said powerful. I don't know if you heard that. I think I went up 3 octaves. It hits me that way. I'll fix that in lucid dreaming. I'll work on bringing that down tomorrow.
It must be lovely, actually, when you have that kind of affinity with a story.
Well, it certainly is handy when you get behind the material. It's a small film, but with huge issues. When you think about it, maybe let me rephrase that. I'll work on that tonight too. Huge issues. Ah, yes, like me, post jet lag. I just arrived. I'm so glad to be here.
I bet you are. And what was that? You've worked from obviously some of the biggest budgets in the world to independent film. What is it that the beauty of independent film and the storytelling that you can do through independent film that maybe you can't do it with big budgets?
I think you can hang yourself with too much rope. I like working with limitation. You learn to inevitably. As a painter, I like it. As a photographer, as an actor, it's just when you're bound by certain constraints, you have to get creative. You have to get inventive, and learn how to conjure and welcome the beautiful accidents. And the thread is really love and listening. You have to just be compassionate and trust your skill sets and those of your team. And press forward and hopefully steer that ship from the falls onto a lovely beach,